and Marketing for the national charity Volunteering Matters, and we're delighted to be part of the Get Out, Get Active consortium. I'm just going to talk a little bit about ways that you can cleverly and creatively communicate the impact of your volunteers and, most importantly, thank them. To state the completely obvious, it's really important to demonstrate what impact volunteers are having and to thank them, because they are giving their time for free and often sometimes in difficult circumstances. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about why you might thank them and how you might communicate the changes that they are making. Most importantly, I think, to begin with, is have a think about why your volunteer or volunteers are undertaking the volunteering that they're doing. So are they doing it because they want to meet new people and grow their networks? In which case, I would really heartily think about organising an event. And by an event, I don't mean a massive fandango. I mean maybe even a small get-together, an opportunity for them to meet other volunteers if they're not doing so already, get to know what they're doing and make new friends. And at the same time, of course, you can document that with great photos, use those photos on social media channels, get them talking about what change volunteering has made for them, and push that out further in the channels that you've already developed. If you think that your volunteers are doing it because they're really keen to gain new skills and experience, which quite often is the case, often it's a great stepping stone towards further employment or training, what support and help could you give there? How could you demonstrate their impact in a way that slightly shows them off at the same time? So definitely name checking them and showcasing them on websites and within social media channels for the volunteering that they're doing is something that they can then point out when they are possibly applying for other stuff. Finally, are they doing it for the sort of more classic volunteering reasons? Are they doing it because they want to give something back? I sometimes call this the slightly warm and fuzzy stuff, but it's one of the most important reasons that people do volunteering, and it's sometimes some of the hardest stuff to communicate and tell people about. In which case, people often love, a very strange example, one of my favourite gifts that I've ever been given was a cabbage from an allotment that I went to do some volunteering at. I've never dared even cut that cabbage down. I've still got it in my garden growing away, but whenever I look at it, it makes me feel very thankful inside for the volunteering I did at that place. Similarly, if there's something that you could think of, a small token gift that communicates the volunteering that they did, maybe even just a photo of something that you frame up nicely with a nice little quote at the bottom from about the change that they made. Or similarly, get them together and take photos of the times when you're together and push them out on social media channels, thanking them throughout. I think sometimes we forget that we talk about how brilliant the volunteers are in our organisations and to them, but sometimes not as out loud as we could do. And if I was going to end it with anything, I would implore you to always make sure that you let the volunteers know what you're doing with their images, with their quotes. Anytime that you are thanking them out loud, making sure that you're letting them know, not least so that they feel chuffed about it, but also so that you're sort of finishing off that loop of thanks and appreciation.